So here we are with Scrap Mechanic, a game I thoroughly enjoy. Been wanting to get back to this one for a while now. Come on now. Alright, and we are in the game. Alright. As you can see, our spaceship has crash landed, hit the building, left a trail of destruction. It is on fire. Okay, so let's start by putting out the fire. And to do that, come down here and grab a few buckets. Right mouse button does that. And there should be another one right over here. And because we're here, we will water that because we will need food eventually, even though that's not very much. Sometimes it's just as good to get rid of that and grab the soil and go, but we might spend our first episode here gathering some stuff to get ready, so yeah, let's put the fire out. Not so raging anymore, is it? Alright, so this tells me I need a battery to put into this machine. Right, yep, we're gonna need a battery. And that is found up there on the building. Pretty easy to get to, pretty easy to grab, blah, 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 blah. So let's go get it. And we won't even worry about these things, because we have a limited amount of inventory space, per se. A lot of it stacks, which is fine. We'll be alright with that. But we got a couple of little green guys up here to fight with real quick. And there's a bucket up here. Yep. See, we get some tomatoes for food and carrots for food. I personally like eating the carrots, but beets are a little better, I guess. We will be doing some gardening, because that's kind of what the game is about. These are the little guys. They're not much of a threat unless there's a bunch of them. Right. Sunshake. This stuff is metal from other robots. You will need an awful lot of this metal. And we're going to do an awful lot of refining. Right, so right here is the battery. This is what we need. So now it's in my inventory. We can take it back to the ship and turn the machine on. But we are here, so we are going to gather everything we can. Oh, soil. Seeds. As you can see, there is our spaceship and the trail of destruction it caused. And this we will have to get to, well, maybe in the next episode. Yeah, we'll work on that when we get that far. But let's go up here first. Lots and lots of looting and grinding, and there's going to be a lot of time lapse in some of this because a lot of it just takes time. And sometimes it's too much time. Alright, and these green cases, if you press the E button, you'll also get items. And as you can see, this is my inventory space. This is all I have. You don't get more inventory space, and it doesn't help much. So, now this is the lift. Hop up on here and use the arrow keys to go up or down. And let's see if we can jump it. Just barely. Alright, normally there's a chest up here, but I'm not seeing one, so where's the other floor? Spacebar to jump. Now, my lift is right here. I don't have to pick it up. I can just continually place it wherever I want. If I were to die, my hammer and my tools, basically, I will never lose. But everything else would end up into a body bag, shall we say. Fuel? We need gasoline? Oh, yeah. Now, I don't think there's a way up onto the roof without building a walkway out and then going up. And I don't think there's anything technically up there. And you may see me jumping off of things. One floor is fine. Two floors, you may get knocked out. Anything more than that, you will get knocked out. And there is some fall damage, but it's not bad. As long as you got enough food in your system, you can recover from pretty much anything. But every now and then you get the snot beat out of you, and you don't live. And then you gotta go back and get your body. All right. Now, ooh, a bearing, awesome. That'll save me a piece of scrap metal. Right. So now let's gather up all these chests that are on our way back to the base there. And it does have shift click to run as an option, so that's always good. Alright, once in a while there's a chest over here as well. Not seeing any, so we are good. Right. So that will be our next episode objective. But for right now, we are going to gather green chests, get back to the ship, and put the battery in there. Yeah, gathering all kinds of food goodies. Seeds. Another bearing. Nice. We will need that. Now these are trees that you can cut down with your hammer. We will need some of that at some point. Component kit. Yes, that is the mother lode, if you will. It's the one thing you will always be looking for. These right here. Now, if you can see above my hotbar is a number 1 with some orange and yellow. That is because I am playing cant mod, cant 00, and for some they don't like it, and I honestly don't give a shit. I do like it, and there's a lot of people who love it. So fuck you who don't, and congrats to those who do, because it matters. Chemicals, won't be needing that for a little while. Normally, oh, there's one. Lots of seeds, man. Don't really want that many, but okay. Alright. Yep, be sure to check all the way around the ship. Ooh, french fries. And more often than not, there is never anything up on the ship, so you don't have to worry about climbing up there to get any. It's just what you see right on the ground mostly. Alright, so we have gathered all of this stuff. I'm going to press the letter I. I'm going to grab my battery and exchange it for that one. Actually, we can leave that right there. We'll put these up here. And let's go put the battery. Oh no, we can't. It's still on. Well, yeah, we can. It's not there. It's here. Power has been restored to this guy. And this is where we got to craft these items. Ooh, I do have enough. The connect tool is very, very important throughout the entire game. And now these are all items I can grab but don't need at the moment. Same with the duck and a few other things and a tire. And there's still fire burning, there's gas right there, a couple of shakes back there. Now if you were to die, these are beds that you would spawn in, as long as you sleep in them. A radio we will need, microwave we will not, and a locker we will definitely need that. So let's take the locker outside real quick. Now there's only 4 spaces, so choose wisely what you choose to put in here, because space is limited. Let's put it that way. I'm going to put my munchies in there because each one of these gives a different. They don't show it in here. It's got to be in my inventory, but they give a different boost, and you need certain boosts for doing certain things. So I'm not really seeing anything else I need to put in there at the moment. All right. Well, let's start by getting some more water. Let's get that out of the way. And sometimes it's best to just jump in and scroll past it, and then they're automatically filled up. Or you can just stand there and left mouse button to pick them up and throw them, blah, blah, blah. Uh-oh. You see that guy over there? Somebody killed our garden that we were growing, which is fine. We don't... Uh-oh. Come and get it. Come and get it. Not my fault. He came and got it. Right click and just hold it till it picks it up. Alright, so now we got the ground cleaned up. We don't have to worry about losing any more soil, which is extremely valuable. Alright, more seeds. We'll grab those. And there's a wok. This is a wok. It's a cow with udders on its head instead of on its belly. You feed it corn and it'll give you milk, which will keep you alive. Now, you can see there's wood, there's a mesh, and then there's a sheet of metal, basically. If you right click, you see the red arrow, and then you just drag it, and it collects everything that's in there. And as you can see, this panel fell over, right? There's 2 options. You can either swing at it and it'll break and shatter, or you can right click and collect it and use it for building purposes, which most likely we will be doing. Let's see, we got a light. Now there's 2 panels up here. These will be the base of our vehicle because they're big and they're useless otherwise. They make decent fences, and these blocks, yeah, they don't really do us any good. Okay, they just don't. And then we got this guy over here. It has some more seeds and all this pipe work stuff, right? And a couple more boxes that we don't need, and you think it's flat tire, but it's a scrap tire. It's basically as shitty as it gets, and it works, but it's not that great. But it works, so this pipe we don't really need, but we do want all of these. And again, each one is individual, and you have to kind of build with these pipes and wood blocks and other blocks. Sit still. Hey, come here. Right. And this is why I chose to keep my inventory somewhat limited, because just because there's so many different items, and different items don't. Oh, yep. See, it's already full, so I can't grab them too, which is fine because those are the only two of this item you will find in the map, no matter what. And everybody's map is different. You will find many similarities, like this beginning tile is 100% identical for everybody. However, beyond this, it is not. Alright, now we can grab that once we mellow out the fire here. What else is burning? Good enough. Alright, this is our logbook. And if I press the letter L, it opens up this. And as you can see, this is the crash ship. And this is the mechanic station that we are looking for. If you set a waypoint, and then back out of there, this icon is exactly our destination. So as far as I'm concerned, it's irrelevant at the moment, so we will turn that off. As you can see, it no longer tells me where it is, which is good and fine. Inventory. Alright, so we got tires. That's all we got is 3 of them, huh? Okay, that's fine. That's good and fine. Alright, so let's set down a couple more tires. Oh, and we have a tool, don't we? Yes, we do. Alright, so we may need another tire, but it's not relevant at the moment. A motor and a seat are your 2 more relevant pieces. And as you can see, I need 9 more blocks of scrap wood in order to make a seat. So we need to smack a tree with the hammer. And this tree is too big. Every other tree, not a problem. And as you can see, it eventually turns into sticks that we refine into usable piles of scrap wood. You don't have to worry about the trunks, but you can also get rid of them if you see fit. Right, and then the tree itself, as you can see, breaks down into numerous pieces. And this is where we get the amount of wood that we want. And this is the grind, so I'm going to speed this up. Oop. Okay, so now we have a nice little stack of wood. It's late at night, it's dark. I usually turn my game darkness up a little bit because otherwise it really is just too damn dark. Okay? It just is. Alright, so now these are pieces of metal that we grab. Using the Q or E button, you can change direction as to how you want to lay them down. And they do connect, depending on if it's on top or on the side. The building options of this are completely up to you. And as you can see, I connected them so they look the same instead of upside down, blah, blah, blah. Which honestly really won't matter any. Alright, so let's put that right there for now. Gives us room to put our seat and a motor and other stuff because we have a lot of stuff, okay? Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. And usually 5 bags of soil is a stack, so these, taking up a lot of room, can usually get put down. This thing can go away. I will need this, but just not right yet. And what else we got we can lay down real quick? A light. See, these do not stack, so you want them out of your inventory. Same with like these guys here. They do not stack, so get them out of the inventory. Now this guy seems he's useless. I just throw him up there. Light bulb. We'll put this on the front of the car. Press E and crank it up. And it's not much brighter, but it helps. It just does. Now these I can, if I so choose, add them to the back here and make it really long, but it doesn't help. It makes it harder to turn is what it does. And same with this guy, which he's a little shorter instead of way out here, so it's not as bad, and it gives us a little more space for stuff like this guy, which if we wanted to, we can, but yeah, we'll just throw that on there because we have a plan for that stuff later. So now let's see. Put them about there. I can rotate them if I feel like it, but I really don't. And now you would think the weight would want to tip this thing over. Honestly, it does play some effect, but it's not that much of an effect. You will notice it if it's a big thing or a tall, heavy, wide type thing. Then yeah, you will notice it eventually. So, all right, let's put that down there. These are food. Those. This can come down for now. So can this. And then 2 of them, and a few more of those. Alright. So basically you want to empty your inventory of as much as you can because you're gonna need some space. Now this is for our front suspension. Press the arrow to get it to go up. We'll grab our bearings. We'll put one there. And one there. This one allows it to turn left and right, and this one allows the wheel to roll. Highly important information if you plan to steer and drive. It seems I'm out of bearings. That is where we leave that for now. We can put that in there. On these, they're kind of just a nuisance is what they are, really. You get a whole bunch of them from the tape bots and things, so having them on your vehicle gives you an added protection layer, basically. It's about all it really does for you. Now, as you can see in the bottom left down there, down here, this is my thirst, and this is my hunger. So I will drink something that gives me a little bit of both. As you can see, that helped out really nice, did it not? Yeah, so heads, they come in handy later. Tires, yeah, they're junk, but yeah, we will need them. chances of finding enough bearings are going to be pretty slim. So I will grab one. Need 20. I got 20. 10 and 5. Yeah, okay. So let's build a seat. And then we still have enough to make a bearing. Alright. Just be glad I know how to use time-lapse. Because that's probably what you just watched. And once again. Okay. So then let's grab a second one of them as well. Alright, so we need this guy to go here. We can put a tire on it. Let's bring it down with the down arrow. And do I want my seat towards the back or towards the front? I like it towards the front. Alright, so this is what this tool is for. See the green dot? That is the seat. The blue dots are the bearings. The yellow dot is the light, which is irrelevant. So we take it from here and hold the left arrow to drag it. And as you can see, it's turning left, which is probably wrong. Right click and it changes the rotation. Do the same thing on this side and change it as well. So now both arrows are aiming to the right. Now what you want to do is set your thing down, because that's what this has been on the whole time. Hop in the seat and check that your directions are going correctly. Because if you don't do that, you turn left and the tires will turn to the right. And that's no bueno. A little bit of fun, but no bueno. No good. No. Now you can see we need some back tires, do we not? Back tires and a motor. Right. So if we click this, again, it is now on the lift. And it's nice and flat. We can work on the back. We can add tires. We can do stuff. Right? Right. Good. Pretty simple. Not too hard to comprehend. And we have nothing in there that we can add to it. So, yeah. Let's see. I know we're going to get more of them. This is at 20. This is a maximum stack of those. Sure, we'll get 5 more of these at fertilizer at some point, but we'll get rid of it for now. We will put this tool back. And all the rest of this, for the most part, I suppose we can build part of the rear axle here. And now you see how it comes down and then out. That would take 4 of these. One to come down. Oops, let's not go here. Let's go back here on the corner. Now, since we are not going to have rear steering, we do not need a bearing first. We just need that, and then we'll put a bearing on the end so the back tire can actually roll. We'll do the same thing over here. And then we can put a bearing on there. But we need 2 more bearings. And I believe we need 1 more tire, do we not? Yes, we have 1 tire here. And the reason I'm not making tires right now or bearings, here, let's set that right there so we can grab it and put it where we need it. I'm not grabbing bearings or making them because we may find them down in the second little point of interest, shall we say. But for right now, all right, I say we call this an episode, as we've gotten our logbook, put out some fires. Um, let's gather some more goodies like the radio. These two items don't really do anything. Neither does the camera. These lights are neat, and you can craft them later, but since they're free and you can grab them, why wouldn't you? Right? There's soda or drinks right there, which are handy. You can also grab these two handles if you have a use for them, like making stairs or something like that. But they're not. They're just going to take up a lot of inventory space for nothing because they do not stack. There is nothing else on this wall we can grab. There is two more of these lights. You can grab the exit sign and these two as well. Again, they don't stack, and neither do the lights, but these pipes do. The little ducky is just a cute little thing. So this, though, is a switch. We do want that, and a light. These are spuds we will need for a spud gun. These are two bigger pipes, and these are actually cardboard. And that's just toilet paper. Wipe your ass somewhere else, right? Right. And outside of that, there is nothing else in here we want, need, or have to have. So, other than these things here, and that style of tree, as you can see, gives us burnt embers, or ember. I believe they stack in stacks of 10. And as you can see, we're already short on inventory space. So we really need to put some of these items onto the vehicle. Let's just put that there for right now. So that we can empty our inventory space some more. So that's what I am going to do between now and the next episode. Is I am going to sort through my inventory. You will probably see a wall of stuff right here. And when we return, we will head down the path to the mechanic station. So until next time, stay scrappy, my friends.